He's a little snake and he doesn't want anyone to feel he's cute. He's not cute. Look how big they're getting. Starting to have those adult viper faces.
We're here. The legend himself, Stone.
So crocodiles. It's like putting blinders on a horse that calms him down.
See how calm she is now? Now, I bought her dinner. And by her, I mean her, because I'm laying there. I don't feel nothing.
No, nothing?
Friends, family, subscribers, and first-time viewers, welcome back to another episode. Very excited about today's episode. More excited than usual even, because we get to play with crocodiles today. And that's not something I get to do every day. We're going up to Stone's house. You all know him. Stone's World, Stone Mate, Instagram. I was gonna say Snapchat, I meant YouTube. You know what I mean. The man, the myth, the legend. Before we do that, we got some snake poop to clean up. You don't get the crocodiles yet. You'll get them in like 5 minutes. Real quick. Poop, 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 poop. It's no. So I'm gonna clean up some snake poop real quick. Then we're gonna go play with some crocodiles. And then, you know, everyone's happy. So see you in a second. All right, folks. We're doing some one-handed spot cleaning today. So stick with me. Put snake in bucket. You're not getting out, buddy. You're stuck in there. Go in here. We get snake. Hello, buddy. Look at you. You're so cute. You're such a good little snake, yes? Oh my god. That's a good boy. Look how big they're getting. Starting to have those adult viper faces. Wow. Little enslavers. Sad to see him go, but I'm excited they get to go back to their home, to their father. Mr. Nolan. Alrighty, next up, we've got this little guy here. Cute little guy. I think this is number 4. He's one of the smaller ones still, but he's a cutie patootie. We're not even gonna get him out with the hook. We're just gonna dump him right there. And we're gonna get to cleaning. Be right back. Next up here, lots of poop here, mate. Golly gee, still got a pretty big bump. Lots of stinky stink in there, mate. Alrighty, let's see here, buddy. Let's friggin' see here, buddy. You're a snake, you're a snake. You go in your little snake hole. You're a snake, you're a snake. Please be good, Mr. Snake. Don't go there, please come back. Hey, Mr. Snake, don't do that. Hey, excuse me, buddy, please watch out. Don't do that, don't do that. La la la, la la la. Dee 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 dee, do do do. Another snake with some poop. He's so cute, little boop. Alright guys, leave me alone, alright? So anyways, we got an album coming out later this week. It's called Little Snake, Mr. Snake. It's gonna be a hit. Alrighty, up next, we got the notorious T-U-R-D. Boy, if you don't... Wow. You're so grumpy. Why are you so grumpy? It might get old seeing the same snakes over and over, but at least they're badass snakes, dude. Look at that thing, it is fierce. That's a fierce little creature right there. Alright, settle down, brother. Settle down. Go to your home. Alrighty, last one. The grumpiest snake in the history of Duff Does Nature Stuff. Let's see here. What's your problem, mate? Yeah, that's a pretty good strike if you're aiming at the glass, dude. The way that this guy just flattens himself out and just launches off the hook. Ooh, makes him such a fun thing to film with and work with, while still not being too, it's too stressful. He's still small. Definitely not a deadly snake, but still just a thing. Before we head up to Stone's, play with some Crocs. This little guy is so cute. He's such a feisty little boy. He's a little snake and he doesn't want anyone to think he's cute. He's not cute. He's a mean snake, I swear. That's a cute little boy. Yeah, you're a good little guy. Boy, bugger. Alright, we're going to play with some crocodiles, bro. Oh! We'll see you later.
I do that shit just clicked.
We're here. The legend himself, Stone.
What's up,
Obviously.
brother?
You got Patrick too.
Patrick too.
Hey. You got the gang out here at the property, the Gator Farm, whatever you want to call it. It looks badass. First time coming up here. This is some official shit. I ain't getting out of there.
Hey, sturdy.
I ain't getting out of there. So We got, what is it, 5-6 foot?
Yeah, honestly, we'll figure out. We'll measure her when we catch her. But this right here, we call this Locks Crocs. It's mine and my business partner and good friend Patrick. We have this 5 acres out here, and we bring all of our nuisance gators out here. We sell them. We're going to be breeding rare and endangered crocodilians, doing all kinds of crazy stuff out here. So the first thing we did was build that nuisance alligator holding enclosure over here, which we can check out in just a minute. And then the next thing we did was we started on these first 3 pits. So right here, this is what we're about to throw that Nile crocodile in about 10 minutes. This is a sheep pile pond. We just laid down some sod. So what me and Patrick did is we got sheep pile about 9 feet long. We took the rhino hammer and we buried this sheep pile 9 feet into the ground. So what that does is it keeps the sides from coming in, caving in. Also, Nile crocodiles are notoriously known for digging. So the Nile crocodiles can't dig out of the pond. And then when it comes to the sides of the enclosure, this panel goes all the way under the ground, 2.5 to 3 feet. So he can't dig out from outside of the enclosure. He can't dig out from the pond. So this is gonna be completely escape proof. And after we throw her in here, we're gonna cut off the tops. We're actually gonna add an 8-inch lip around the side. So even if he were to like climb on the fence, he's gonna hit the lip and fall back down. But this right here is much bigger of an enclosure for a 6-7 foot Nile crocodile. Now this guy came out of an enclosure probably a quarter of this size. Pretty much rescued him, so he's gonna be living like a king. See, this panel isn't as deep as the Nile croc enclosure because we're gonna be putting gators in here. Now gators aren't really known to dig, but Nile crocs are known to literally make 50-foot tunnels. So we had to go deeper on the Nile. But as you can see, we bury this fence, then we close it all back in, and then this pond is actually a natural pond. So if you look, this is a lot more clear than that one, but soon we're actually gonna be running water to all these enclosures. So as long as you have a constant drip of water, the water will stay crystal clear. Yeah, this is gonna be for like the big nuisance gators we catch, because when they're so stressed out and they're so big in this heat and due to the stress of them being captured, they can throw up. And if tape is on their mouths, they'll throw up and die. So all the big boys we get, this will be the holding container for them. So we'll untape them, release them in here, and when we find a home for them, whether it's a preserve or a zoo or another captive wildlife area, we'll go ahead and sell the gators, and then that's it. Now, I know Blake and Alex want to learn how to wrestle gators, but unfortunately, we just sold all of the alligators. We had 15. So next time you come, we'll do like a alligator wrestling class. It'll be fun.
Yeah, Blake started, he's doing the airboat shit. He's working with some bigger ones. Let's do it.
I'm excited.
So yeah, out of all the things we built, me and Patrick spent the most time on this enclosure. So as you can see, we got steps coming up here. And then this little lip right here, this is for the gator trappers. That way they can just back on up and unload the gators easy. So
come in there.
Coming in here, we have a 7.5 foot tall panel, completely enclosed with a certain percentage of shade cloth. So these gators, they have fresh water, they have shade. They can't dig out, obviously, because it's a deck.
Whole deck.
Yeah, so this is basically our holding alligator enclosure, and that's 1,100 gallons. So, I mean, you can fit a lot of gators in here. Typically, we only have the gators for about a week, so it's not a long time. We usually drop them off. They're already taped for liability reasons. And
We had 14 in here and you couldn't even see them.
yeah, couldn't even see them. And then if you guys look over here, this is the Nile crocodile.
Boy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so this is actually a Nile crocodile that is one of the offspring from Gatorlands. So this guy is probably about 6-7 years old, and he's a feisty one. So we'll kind of pull him out. All 3 of us will pull him out. We'll measure him, we'll sex him, and we'll get some data recorded, and then we'll put him in his new enclosure. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah. What we're gonna do, instead of using a waxed rope lasso, which is really rough, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use this strap over here. Now, even though this crocodile is taped, the difference between alligators and crocodiles is crocodiles have teeth protruding down their mouth, bottom and top jaw. So this guy, even though he's taped, he will swing and he'll literally cut you open wherever he hits you. So typically alligators and crocodiles, they'll grow a foot a year all the way until about 5 or 6 years old. Then their growth rate is gonna slow down. So they could either grow 4, 5, 6 inches a year, or they could grow 1 to 2 inches. It all depends on their enclosure size and how much you feed them. Look at her, see how she has those bright yellow eyes? That's how you can tell it's an East African Nile crocodile. So we're just gonna flip this around her. That way she doesn't cut anyone up. So crocodiles, see how that just slipped off? So alligators have super large jowls. So when you noose a gator, it's gonna get stuck on his jowls. Crocodiles don't have any jowls, so it's really, really hard to noose them. So we might just have to abandon the noose and go hands on. We don't really just want to yank her up and drop her on the deck, so we're just going to drain this water. I'm going to step in there, I'm going to grab her, and then we're all just going to walk her over. And another thing about crocodiles, which is different than alligators, is dermal pressure receptors. So an alligator has those dots all over his jaws. And what that does is it picks up pressure in the water. So if a gator's underneath the water and you're just stepping around him, he can pick up the vibrations underwater from the dots on his jaws. A crocodile has those dots on each and every scoot on his body. So that's the difference. Crocodiles have a much higher sense of where you are at all times. Alex, go ahead and get that turd out of there.
Now, see what you do with turds like this is how you figure out if the animal's healthy. Yep, it's healthy. So you can tell because it's poop.
Also the taste.
I don't really. Now my hands are clean too.
We're just gonna cover her eyes. This is like putting blinders on a horse. It calms them down. See?
See how calm she is now? What is she breathing out of the bottom of her jaw there? What is that?
These pop out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So Alex just pointed out, he's like, is she breathing out of the bottom of her jaw? So when they're mad, their two little pheromone glands will pop out. That's their pheromone glands. So you can actually smell a gator and smell a croc when they're mad. When you get an animal this hot and you try to put the shirt over their eyes, a lot of the times it doesn't work. Hold her right there. Perfect. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go right behind her head. She's gonna roll.
Let her roll or no?
Don't. We'll grab her arm. All right, on 3, we're gonna lift her out. 1, 2, 3. You want to keep the croc close to your body, just like that. Patrick, want to go ahead and grab that shirt? Perfect. So when you keep the animal close to your body, it doesn't really give them any play to move around. It's cool because before she even moves, you can feel her just tense up.
It is crazy.
You know?
It's like a spring, like a ballistic knife.
1, 2, 3. So right now, guys, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna keep this around her head. That way she's nice and calm. Stretch her out a little bit more. Wiggle her tail, there you go. So we're gonna measure her. You're at the tip. At the tip over here. 69. 69.
Oh, that's not 6'9".
She's 5 foot 9 inches, so I beat you guys.
Darn it.
No one was really close, actually. She's a lot shorter than we
water,
thought, yeah. So 5 foot 9 inches. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and sex this animal. Now how you do that is you take your finger, put it in the cloaca. If something pokes you back, it's a male. If nothing pokes you back, it's a female. Alex, I'll let you do the honors. Yes, and just right in there. If it's a male, yep, you can do pinky. He's small enough.
Now, I bought her dinner. And by her, I mean her, because I'm way in there. I don't feel nothing.
No, nothing? Here, I'll double check too.
No, I don't smell anything. I mean, feel anything.
Oh yeah, it's 100% a female, which is cool. We got a nice breeder
Very cool,
female,
though.
so
Very cool.
we'll work on getting a male as well. So we got a female that is 5 foot 9 inches long. We'll write that down, and hopefully the next time we catch her, she's 7 foot. The next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and take the tape off. We don't wanna mess with her. We don't wanna scrub her down. We don't wanna do anything that's gonna cause more stress than we already caused this animal. All right, look at that. So when you're handling crocodilians, especially crocodiles, one thing you wanna do, a gator, you would have your hands more up towards the snout, towards the nose. Crocodiles, you only wanna have your hands back here because of those sharp teeth at the end. So if someone has that shirt, we're gonna go ahead and throw the shirt back on her head. We'll come off, and then she'll enjoy her new pit.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, bro. This is
Yeah, man, no
awesome.
worries.
I'm gonna step away first. Gator wrestling champion.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Man, oh man. I'm just now realizing I sucked my finger after touching gator poop, so I might be getting dysentery.
So guys, whether you're on Alex's channel or my channel and you have a good name for this crocodile, go ahead, comment down below a good name for this female croc,
Let us know.
and she'll go ahead and have it.
They got some good ideas. They've named almost every one of my creatures, so.
Dude, talk about a croc right there, guys. Woo! Woo! Hear the sound of those jaws? That's anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 pounds per square inch. Now this is a small guy, probably closer to 1,000, but still not an animal you want to get bit by. We just want to goose her into the enclosure, into the water. That way she feels safe and secure, because I guarantee right now, it doesn't feel too safe. A lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a little bit of tears.
Crocodile tears.
Crocodile tears. Another thing Blake was saying, he's like, oh, she's so fast. The thing about crocodiles is they literally have an extra vertebrae in their neck. So gators can go side to side and up. Crocodiles can go up and back. They can kind of twist around more because they have that extra vertebrae. So you can see her blowing bubbles down there. She's not happy, she's tired, we're tired. So what we want to do right now is just leave her alone and let her enjoy this new kid.
Alrighty. Hope you had as much fun as we did. I don't really enjoy anything quite as much as I enjoy playing with deadly animals, or at least extremely dangerous animals, my closest homies. It's a hell of a time. So until next time, we love you. We're very thankful for you. Ain't that right, Bob? We're real thankful for these people, huh? Our lives would not be the same without these humans, eh, Bobbit? We're very thankful for our friends. Boy, Pepe, I don't care about these subscribers. I am Bob. All I think about is banana, lettuce, romaine lettuce, cucumber, tortoise chow, and a big hole. You leave me alone, Mr. Pepe. That was weird. Before we go, one last thing. Tomorrow, September 13th, is the first day of voting for this mullet competition, the national mullet competition. Grand prize of $10,000. You can vote once every 24 hours. There's 3 rounds. Fan voting is extremely important. There's also a donation side. I'm not going to ask you guys to donate to it. If you want to donate, again, you'll help me win. But if you just go on there and vote, $10,000 could not only change my year and my life, but it could really change the things we get to do on this YouTube channel. Get new snakes, get new cages, fix up the vehicles, get back in the glades, all of the above and more. So again, you don't have to do it, but if you would, please go vote. You'll see me on there. Alex McDuffie. Mullet name, Cougar Bait. Let's bring this championship home. If we win this, I don't know, I'm gonna do something special. If we win this, I'm gonna do something really special. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but if we win this first place, I don't know. It would be incredible. I would be so thankful. Let's make it happen. I love you guys. I'm thankful for you guys. See you soon. Peace. Oh, and Animal Con this weekend. Ooh, I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Peace out.